They really want you to believe that Kamala Harris is the person they want, the person they chose to be at the top of the ticket, when in reality, this is just more gaslighting by the powerful Democrats who want to keep control of Washington, D.C. This was their plan all along. They knew Joe Biden wasn't going to make it to the finish line because it happened way too quick. No one has seen Joe since July 17th. All of a sudden, he pens a letter saying he's stepping down, and you haven't seen him since. Where is Joe? Why is he hiding? He's still the president. And Kamala, her headquarters is all set up. Her campaign is in full swing. That doesn't happen overnight. This was a calculated plan by the Democrats, Obama, Pelosi, Clinton. They knew it was going to happen, and now Kamala's out there talking about how she's going after Donald Trump, all of her qualifications and her history in politics. Have a look at this.
So in the days and weeks ahead, I, together with you, will do everything in my power to unite our Democratic Party, to unite our nation, and to win this election. You know, as many of you know, before I was elected as Vice President, before I was elected as United States Senator, I was the elected Attorney General, as I've mentioned, of California, and before that I was a courtroom prosecutor. In those roles, I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women, fraudsters who ripped off consumers, cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type.
So it's my belief that Kamala Harris has been nothing more than a DEI politician her entire career. We know she was tight with Hollywood back in the day. We've all seen the photos with her and Montel Williams. She was on one side, another woman on the other side. That's the reputation Kamala Harris has, and she's had her whole career. No one believes that she was a fantastic prosecutor or a fantastic attorney general. She did absolutely nothing in the Senate for California, and she's done absolutely nothing for the people of this country as vice president. And she wasn't elected vice president like she said. They run on a ticket. She was elected, if you will, because Joe Biden got 81 million votes, which we all still have our thoughts about that. This is nothing more than the gaslighting of the Democrats to go after Donald Trump because they had nothing else. They couldn't keep Joe Biden running because they knew he would get absolutely destroyed in November. So their next chance is to put a black woman at the forefront and hope that people are blind enough to believe that she will actually be in charge of this country if, in fact, she becomes the nominee and gets elected. Don't believe their hype. Don't believe their nonsense. Because all through Joe Biden's presidential run, if you will, he has called zero shots. He has made zero policy. He has done what the real powerful Democrats wanted. The Obamas, the Clintons, the Pelosis. All the money came from the likes of Soros and Gates and Bezos. We all know that. The American people aren't stupid. We've been gaslighted long enough. And for you to believe that Kamala Harris is the answer to save the United States from the destruction that Joe Biden has caused, then it's my belief that you need to just rethink yourself, because there is no way this all happened overnight. This was a calculated plan. It's been planned for a long, long time. They knew, and they had no one else to put at the top of that ticket. They could not put Gavin Newsom, another white male, especially for what he's done in California. California's a third world country now. So just pay attention to what they're doing. Every time she speaks, it's nothing more than gaslighting. It's nothing more than lies. Kamala Harris is not qualified to be the president of the United States. I could care less about her educational background or her past political career. All the nonsense she said in that speech was just digs at Donald Trump because they have nothing else. We all know the Trump cases were a fraud. We all know that, okay? You can call him a sexual predator, you can call him a convicted felon, but the main thing you should be calling him is a great president when he was in the White House, because our country was thriving. People were thriving. We had safety, we had security, we had money. We had no worries about going on and living our daily lives because he was getting things done and getting them done right. And all of a sudden, the great Kamala is going to come out of the woodwork and she's going to keep it going. She's going to keep the great record of Joe Biden going. Wake up, America. This is more of the Democrat plan to keep their hold on power so Donald Trump cannot do what he needs to do, and is to get rid of all these dirty Democrats in Congress, expose all their lies and corruption. And one more thing. She talks about Joe Biden, how his legacy and what a wonderful presidency he's been. Kamala Harris witnessed firsthand the Biden family corruption. She was there. She saw it every day. She saw the comings and goings at the White House. She knows the real truth, but she'll continue to gaslight us and tell us how wonderful he was and what accomplishments he made and how she's going to continue to make our country better. It's all nonsense, and Kamala Harris cannot become the president of the United States, because we, as the American people, cannot afford to have her in the White House. They've done enough damage. Now it's time to start healing our country with a man who's going to try to fix things. And it's my belief that that's Donald Trump.